I already started the broadcast. All right. All right. Well, we have half of me here. The other half is taking care of business. At any rate, this is the Coffee and Cookie Show. Very special episode. And yeah, food from Taiwan. Taiwan food. I see the redundancy right there. So let's go ahead and not have the text. And it's still there. So whatever I did, how did I mess that one up? Oh, I've had it twice. Okay, I don't know why I had the text twice, but this is Taiwan food. So we're going to be covering like all the good stuff you can eat in Taiwan, and there's way too much, of course, to cover in a single episode. But I'm going to cover like some of the most popular things, and I was there back in 2009, and then again in 2010 for about 2 weeks at a time. So I've only had the experience of eating there twice, but Terry's been there a lot longer because he lived there, so he will be the expert on this. All I know is the foods I tried, and this is foods like, no like, but my no like list is actually pretty small. It's just stinky tofu. I mean, there's probably other stuff, and actually I think blood pudding or blood sausage or whatever it is, whatever is made of like curdled blood, I ain't into that. It don't work for me. So, yeah, I'm not going to be liking that. And then there might be some other stuff. So, do I want to cover a history? Let's go ahead and go to the browser for a second. And, yeah, you can kind of see what we got going on here. For those who don't know, let's say Google Maps. Google Maps, of course, would be better on Chrome browser. But let's just say, all right. So, zooming out, we're going to go to Taiwan. Taiwan on. Okay, there you go. So, as I think people should know. Now, this should not be confused with over here, Thailand. For starters, Thailand is way, way bigger. And you got Taiwan, Thailand, and there's two different types of food. So, yeah, I like a lot of people when you say, I'm going to Taiwan. Like, oh, Bangkok. Bangkok. Like, no, not Bangkok.
Okay, I'm back.
Taiwan. All right, there you go. Look at that. You're on top of the browser. Let me just go ahead and move the browser up. That's
How come I don't see you?
because the browser is covering it. Okay, so anyway, there you can kind of see is Taiwan, and everything takes place on this island. They have a few little islands too, but mainly that island. Okay, let's go back to the main screen. Oh, browser is you. That's right. This is the browser I was talking about. Okay, so welcome. I've been introducing.
Are we starting now?
Taiwan. Oh yeah, I started 5 minutes ago. I was telling you I was already rolling. The stream's current bit rate is high. It's lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend you use a bit rate of. Oh, actually, I guess our bit rate could be higher. Oh well, I can't change that now. Okay, so. Yeah, let's talk about. So my experience is, I said, I mean, I've been there twice, and I, ate food there twice. So what is your experience with the food?
Well, my experience is that I've been in. Somebody wants to be interviewed. My experience is that I was born in Taiwan, so I grew up with a lot of street food. So I'm kind of an expert in Taiwanese food. And for those of you who don't know, Taiwanese food is different than Thai food. Thai food is from Thailand, and Taiwanese food is from Taiwan. So I ate a lot of street food growing up. It's actually my favorite food. Even though there's effort to try to make it more like fancy dining, I actually prefer a lot of the street food. And many of you probably heard a lot about Taiwan, which is a great place for food, and it is true. I think it's probably one of my favorite places to eat in the world.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We had a request to be interviewed. Is Sean? The name is Sean. I don't know who Sean is. Is that a friend?
Sean is Brianna's somebody who is a chef at Brianna's work.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be great. What kind of food does he do?
I don't know. I think it's more like
Japanese.
fusion, Japanese, Hawaiians.
We're not quite ready for guests because it takes us ourselves 45 minutes to get set up. But each time I take notes, I write down and click a lot of buttons and try to remember the buttons I clicked. It's the worst thing is when you can't even remember what did wrong last time and make the same mistake. So we will be having guests pretty soon. But probably people we know, so if they have to sit around 2 hours while we just try to figure things out, it's not.
So they have more patience. It's like real acting gig, right? It's mostly waiting around and 5 minutes of camera time, and then waiting around and 5 minutes of camera time. So
I've literally had like 7 hours of waiting around just for the last hour to be the shooting time. So that's a whole different episode. But all right, let's go to the browser and go to the first list. This is your sort of like if you had to ask like, well, I don't know, it's a newspaper article and you just said, okay, what are the foods of Taiwan? So let's go back over here.
Did you go through where Taiwan is? Most people may not even know where
I
Taiwan
did the
is.
map. You missed everything.
All right.
I showed the map.
I had to take my dog out.
There is Taiwan. So everything takes place on the west. I mean, except for Taipei, the big city on the north. But like all of civilization mainly is on the west side of the island. They just want to look at China. And then the right side's not got as much, except some nice beaches. All right, and then if you zoom out, you can kind of see there's the Philippines below, China to the west, Japan to the north. And yeah, don't confuse it with Thailand is over there.
Thailand.
And if you were to want to go
5 hours away.
If you want to go there from America, that's Hawaii way over there. So you think, man, it takes like 4 hours, 5 hours to get to Hawaii. So it's a flight. It's a flight that is. So all right, let's say. All right.
Now that the viewer is oriented. All right. What makes Taiwanese food special? You tell.
It has a rich history of stuff like that. People can read that at home. I don't care. All right, the first thing is on the list. It says Scallion pancakes. I think I've had these. I think I tried it when I was visiting, and I think I liked them.
Yeah, I think. Well, there are different variation of the scallion pancakes. It's typically eaten at breakfast time, so it's a well-known breakfast food. It's also often cooked with egg that's gonna stick to one side, and generally served. And they're very cheap. They're like, I mean, if you're a listener, you go to Taiwan for $1, you could have a pancake. Something like this, and it's delicious. Usually served up, cut up in little pieces, and the store will put some soy paste on top of it. It is excellent. I'm sure you had it before because that's one of the well-known dishes in Taiwan.
Yeah, I think I've definitely had it. You said that's actually, you know what I could probably do is put this below our videos and talk over it. All right, there we go.
And that's our center.
And that's a. I guess I could move that over. There we go. I think,
bear with us here.
I think the back. I think that was like $1. You said something like a.
Yeah, it's about $1. $1, you could have one of those. And depending on what part of Taiwan you're living in or what you're visiting, it could be 20-30% less. But in Taipei, it's about $1.
Okay. Next is. Xiaolongbao?
Yeah, it's actually pronounced Xiaolongbao. So for those of you who don't know or have been to a place called Din Tai Fung, that's what they're known for. When most Westerners think of Taiwanese food, they think of Din Tai Fung and they think of Xiaolongbao. And honestly, I didn't even know this was a Taiwanese food. Growing up, I thought this was a Chinese food, but Din Tai Fung made it really famous. You had it before, right? You went to
There's
Din
the
Tai Fung
famous
in Taiwan.
place, a dumpling place we went to, and I had to wait like a long line, or get a reservation. And they're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. Now you say with most Westerners don't know Thailand from Taiwan. And if you did say, "Oh no, Thailand," "Oh yeah, Taiwan," where you get the like stuff is made or used to be made, it's not such a big thing. And if you say name any food, they're not going to name even one food. So I'd say, maybe if you know about these dumplings, then you know probably something about it. But
yeah, you're ahead of like 99% of the people probably, right? But
before I visited, I couldn't name it. I wouldn't have been able to name even one Taiwanese food. Okay.
Well, Din Tai Fung is becoming quite popular in the Western world, so a lot of people have been to there. There's one in Bellevue, so that's what most people associate with. It's Taiwanese food. Is xiaolongbao.
All right, next, Stinky tofu. I'll just say right now, the smell alone makes you never. You won't even want to get in the same neighborhood of it. It ruins parts of the night market, which we'll get to. So this is just. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Why would you
Did
want
you
something
try
that
some?
offend? Technically, I don't think I've ever even had a bite of it. It just
Yeah,
if it can't
the
get past my
smells.
nose.
Yeah, the smell's not great, but it's actually one of my favorite food. It's one of the more well-known Taiwanese too. It's stinky tofu. I've had it in China before too, but somehow stinky tofu is really popular in the street vendor scene. It is. I think it's really good. And there are different areas have different flavors of the stinky tofu. Not flavor as in the taste, but they make them differently. So depending if you're northern part, southern part, eastern part, western part of Taiwan, they'll taste a little different. It's delicious. Most people who were brave enough to try it find it actually quite good. But
I'm
yeah,
not
if you can't
brave.
get past the smell,
Get that trash out of here. Although I will say that I've seen a couple of YouTubers like Life in Taiwan and Prozzy, and I think they both eat it now, and I think they both said they didn't like it at first, so they had to get used to it. But it was an acquired taste. But I also am not a fan of tofu to begin with, so that we're starting off.
yeah,
with
that'd be a
that.
tough sell.
Bao Bing, Taiwan shaved
Uh,
ice. I've had this.
have you had this before when you were in
Yeah,
Taiwan?
I went to a place and it was just weird because they take like something sweet and they just mix it. I mean, here it looks like I don't know berries or something.
Red beans,
Yeah, like beans,
sweet
ew,
potato.
like ice cream.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
so
mixing
it's
vegetables with your ice cream.
yeah, I guess kind of right. So it's shaved ice. That's what it is, and you put like sweet condensed milk on there, black sugar. It's a well-known dessert. There are places in Taiwan where there'll be like a full a tourist bus that just get dropped off because this place is so well known for their shaved ice. So yeah, I had a lot of these when I was growing up, and I try to make it here in the U.S., but it is pretty popular. I generally go with I usually go with the like red beans or sweet condensed milk, and not some of
Beans,
the
just
potato
no
stuff.
beans. Beans don't go with ice cream.
Yeah,
Just
ironically,
like mango, fruits, and nuts, but beans, no.
beans, yeah. In Asian culture, beans are actually considered desserts. So like red beans, green beans, not black beans. So it's generally associated with sweet. So
Yeah, well, we're going to see more of that in a little bit. All right, pineapple cakes. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This is one that if you know a little bit about Taiwanese food, it's like, oh yeah, they're big on scrolling down the page. They're big on pineapple cakes. Like a dessert.
yeah,
You give them
pineapple
as
cakes.
gifts, right? This is a gift
Yeah, you
food.
get them as gifts. In fact, if you're at the airport in Taiwan before you leave Taiwan, there's like gift shops all over the airport where you can buy them and give them away as gifts. So somehow it came to be that if somebody's visiting from Taiwan, they will bring pineapple cakes. See, I like them. I don't know if they're my favorite, but I do like them.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And it says pineapple gifts are popular in our family. They resemble prosperity. Everything's about luck there. Okay. Braised pork. Yeah, pretty good.
You had this, right? I made it this weekend.
Okay, yeah. You guys made a pork fried dinner or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Braised pork. It's good. I mean,
So what
I'm
it
not.
is?
I actually didn't mind the tofu that much. Although when you're eating tofu, you just think, oh, this should be like meat, but it's like you get used to it.
Yeah. So braised pork rice is actually a very popular, and this is pretty unique to Taiwan. I grew up; it's one of my favorite dish growing up in Taiwan. And what it is just a pork belly cut up in little pieces, slowly cooked in like soy sauce and fried shallot. It is really good. And again, different parts of Taiwan has different variations of this same food. It's a very popular dish. Yeah, it's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I cooked some up actually last night, and I was like, "Oh, do I have any rice? Oh yeah, minute rice." And I made it like very easy, 1 to 1, and you put it in the
Yeah.
microwave. And then it was like, it doesn't taste like the rice. The rice tasted a little like stale-ish. And I'm looking at the box. Oh, it expired in August 2024. So
Yeah, you got to have good rice.
yeah.
Chinese food's all about having good rice, and there's a big difference between so-so rice and excellent rice. Okay, hot pot. Yeah, I took you to a hot pot place when you visited Taiwan where you felt sick.
No, I wasn't sick. I was
You
over. I
ate too
ate
much
too
steak.
much. Yeah, yeah, that's a difference. I enjoyed the food, but I'm not someone that overeats ever. Like even on Thanksgiving or holidays, and I was just kept eating and eating and eating until like I was like, I gotta get off. I was like literally like running off the metro to go find a restroom. It was so bad. Oh man.
So where I took you, it was like a 2 hour all you can eat place, right? So I remember taking you there. And it was like 2 hours, and being an amateur, you didn't know how to pace yourself. So I was like, oh wow, you can eat all the meat. So they brought all the meat. We kept eating, and we go, oh hey James, did you know that you get free beer? And you go, oh, I didn't know that. So you were already full, and you got more beer. And you go like, well, if I paid for it, I'm gonna eat it, right? So you had 2 hours, you didn't pace yourself, and after you eaten the hot pot and the beer, and you were like really really full, then I mentioned, hey James, did you know we get free ice creams too? And then you're like, well, I paid for it, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
something
I
out
pay.
of
I'm gonna
it.
get, and it was like Haagen Dazs. Like, oh, I gotta eat that. So I just, man, that's probably the last time. That was 15 years ago. Last time I actually ate so much that I just like screwed up my digestive system.
I remember looking at you. You didn't look so good taking the MRT. So we do a lot of these at my house too. I mean, you come over once in a while. We do hot pots, and so homemade hot pot. It's a very social meal. It's a lot of fun. People just sit around. You dip a thinly sliced beef into this like very flavorful broth, and then you dip it in this little sauce and you eat it. It's a lot of fun, and we do it every year, especially this time of the year, the autumn.
Yeah, I would say hot pot is probably my favorite. Yeah, I guess so. It's just like it's just really good. Plus, you'll see on some later pictures how they divide the pot into the spicy side and the good side, and it's like one of those like stone soup or communal things where the more you add, the more actually it starts to add. There's already a flavor packet that starts it off, but the more food you add to it, those foods kind of dissolve in the liquid, the water, and it just gets more and more flavorful as you go along. So if you're looking for something and you're like, I don't know about Eastern food, it's like this is a good place to start because you're really just having your basic foods like beef and chicken and I don't know
Yeah,
vegetables.
it's like the
Okay.
training wheel of Taiwanese food, right? So next one is guabao. Have you had this before? Did you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
this when we
yeah.
were in
Sticky
Taiwan?
buns. This is a one I
It's not
always.
sticky bun. You're thinking Thai food. That's not sticky bun.
Yeah. Well, I've had this anyway. Actually, I probably had this in Bellevue. I think I remember
Yeah,
getting
you
this in
probably
Bellevue.
did. We went to there's a restaurant here, Taiwanese restaurant, and they're well known for the guapao. So it's a kind of a Swedish bread. It's not baked. The bread's not baked. It's like steamed, and then you take the pork belly, like cut up pork belly from the minced pork that we shown earlier. It's cooked in the same broth, and you put the pork belly in the bun, and you put some cilantro and some peanut and some sweet sauce. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. This is a good one. I think you can't. And this is another one that if you're worried about, like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, you really have to like this or something. I mean, the bun's a little funny, but it's so sweet that it tastes pretty good.
Well, it's all another name for it. It's called Chinese hamburger. So that's another name that
It's
Westerners calls it. All right, next
ridiculous,
one, big one.
ridiculous name. Taiwanese beef noodle soup. I guess this is a very famous thing, especially the YouTubers I watch. They talk about it in Tai Chao. What's that city? Tai Chao, Tai Ching,
Taichung,
Tai Chao. Yeah, I
Taichung
guess
probably.
they say it's very big there. I guess, but I imagine in Taipei too.
Well, it's
But
big everywhere in Taiwan. So if there's like one national dish that Taiwanese people would say it's symbolizes Taiwan, of all the food, I would say the beef noodle soup is the one that gets the most attention. Every year, different regions like Taipei, Taichung, different parts of different cities in Taiwan will have a contest. They usually give out like gold, silver, and bronze, right? And the ones that wins the gold, they just get like huge, line of people waiting outside. So they all the restaurants taste a little differently, but they all try to outdo each other. So it's a very competitive, I would say, dish amongst Taiwanese. And people take a lot of pride. The restaurant owners take a lot of pride in their beef noodle soup.
yeah, I've seen videos where the YouTubers will go around and taste one from different places, and they'll like use like 24 hours to go all the way across the country. I mean, it's a small country anyway, but they would just go to each one, and it's actually kind of fascinating. So I
Yeah,
don't know if I've had it. I think I have, but I don't remember. I'm sure I
I'm
would
sure you
like it.
have. I went to a place, so Leslie and I went to a place, and the girls went to a place called Lao Baba. And at that place, where they made a very premium beef noodle soup. So the one we had was, meagerly $30 for a bowl of soup. And for those of you who don't know, like typical bowl of beef noodle soup in Taiwan is probably 4 or 5 USD, and this place was charging 30 USD, and it was using a lot of Wagyu beef and this and that, right? And we thought it was good, but I don't know if it was 30 USD good. You can get some really good beef noodle soup for about 4 or 5 USD, and it is a popular thing. A person could literally go to Taiwan and say, "Hey, I'm going to spend a week and just go around different parts and eat the champions of all the beef noodle soup places," and you can make a week out of it. It's that fun, and they're that good.
Yep, that's one. If I haven't tried it, I definitely need to. Okay, uh, boba. I mean, I've had it. I went. It's not something I would really get, even though it's sweet. I mean, it's just like sugar water. I mean, it's just like it's very tasty and sweet, but I don't want to be drinking 800 calories of. I mean, this like it's not this exactly the same, but you think about Starbucks and going and spending money and getting one of those foo drinks that's like mostly sugar.
Yeah,
I know it's very popular.
I wonder if this is probably like the number one export from Taiwan, because there are boba teas everywhere, even in the South, Alabama, East Coast, Central, Midwest. It's everywhere. So boba tea actually originated in Taichung. In Taichung, it's like the middle of China. It's like Taichung. Zhong means middle. So in Taichung, it's where the source of a lot of traditional Taiwanese food came from. And I actually been to the original restaurant that started the bubble tea. And people go there, take a lot of selfies. It's a good destination for Instagram photographers. So that's the original location for bubble tea. But I think over time, there are variations of different bubble tea, but the original one is what you see in your hand.
Yeah, and I would say for most people, I mean, they might even if you don't want to eat the little bubbles, the rest of it's good. But or tapioca pearls as they call them. I can see why this would be popular. It's easy to make, and you don't have to heat. You don't know cooking. It's not like a restaurant, so very easy to put up a stand, a kiosk, and just sell this stuff. And they're kind of like cool because how often do you? It's very unique. I don't know of any other drink that's even remotely similar to something like this. So
Yeah,
it's a
well,
cool
it's a
thing.
drink that you get to chew at the same time, right? Some
Yeah.
people don't like chewing their drink, but it's kind of fun.
So this isn't one I dislike. It's just I wouldn't order because I'm not into like sugar drinks. So it's like it's tasty, and if someone said, "Do you want a sip?" Oh yeah, it's cool, but I'm not gonna buy one. Okay, another weird thing from a Westerner: red bean wheel cakes. And to be honest, I'm not sure I've actually had one.
I don't think you had it, and I don't. It wasn't my favorite growing up. It was pretty popular, but it's not my favorite growing up. It's a dessert. So the red bean is sweet. Usually it comes in two flavors: red beans and a little custardy flavor. It's not a street vendor food. I think you see it in a lot of night markets. I don't think you had any because I'm not a big fan of it. And the girls and I and Leslie lived there. They weren't big fans of it either, so we probably didn't try to make you eat it. I mean, there's so many other food. I mean, this is number one right here, but there are so many foods that are available in Taiwan that I would say this is like a fraction of all the food and they can get at the night market. I mean,
Well,
there are
we're gonna
plenty of
cover a few
fruits and
others.
stuff like that. It's fantastic.
All right.
All right, what else do you
Next
have?
is the speed round. So we don't want to spend too much time
Speed
thinking
round.
about 40 pictures. The speed
All
round.
right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, well, this one probably needs a little bit of like, what the heck is going on? Actually, I should
So we
put this.
cannot see you.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that. Where am I? Hobbs, Taiwan food. Let's move me down. Okay,
Oh, there you go. All right.
let's. All right, and why don't I put up the black background? So cover that up. All right, this is just I'm gonna start with this because where else in the world would you ever have asparagus juice? Like you have grape juice, fruit juice, orange juice, asparagus, and here's the kicker: I bought it because I'm like, holy cow, I gotta try this. It's actually pretty good. But again, anything you douse it with enough sugar, it was actually kind of fun. I wouldn't order it again, or buy it again. But this is at like their 7-Eleven, and thought I gotta try this one. So yeah, if you ever want to try something fun, I mean, yeah, why not?
It doesn't taste like asparagus. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing.
A tiny hint. Okay, sushi. So that's not really a Taiwanese, but I did go there, and you can find. Good reminder. You can find international foods, especially like Japanese and Chinese, of course. So sushi is going to be easy to find in Taiwan. This is considered a night market. I think I threw it in because it was like not really a night
It's a
market.
night market.
Okay. There you go. You'll see if you are at a night market, this is what you see. Just food everywhere. So foodies, people that love food, or if you just want to walk down streets that have, we could do a whole video on night markets, but it's just everywhere. And they look so good. If you're hungry and just walk down, you'll be buying something within a couple minutes.
It's like food porn because the vendors do a good job. I mean, they make it a craft out of it, right? So they try to display the food in the most favorable light. So everything looks delicious. Everything looks beautiful and clean. So yeah, walking through a night market, it could just be a food fest.
Yeah, you're gonna see that because, like, as a photographer, I was like, this makes just good pictures. So some of my things are just because I like the photo of the food. Lots of fish, and they just leave the whole fish. I don't know if they gut them. Do they gut them?
Yeah, they got them. They got them.
So they
you
gut
can
it
buy
up,
live fish.
Yeah. Hey, I had an octopus on my a mini octopus on my foot. One time. I was like looking at that, was so cool. I looked down, like, oh shoot, there's an octopus, a tiny little octopus, like crawling on my foot. I was just freaked out. But now that I've actually, I've seen too many movies about octopus and how smart they are in videos and YouTube. It's like now I can't eat them. It's like I don't even like the taste that much. They're very rubbery, but I wouldn't want to eat an octopus now. It's like that's like eating a dog or something, or
a dolphin.
Dolphin. How can you eat
I remember the octopus crawl on your foot, and I say, James, you got octopus, and you look down, freaked out, and you shake your leg, and an octopus was in the middle of the street.
Well, that's an exaggeration.
We have to go pick it back up and put it back in the basket. More fish.
Yeah, hanging meats. Now, the thing about you see a lot in Asia is just outside hanging meats, and you just think, how do they not get like salmonella and all that stuff? And I guess the way they're cured, they a lot of salting, and then what they used to do is like you get all the moisture out of the meat, so the moisture doesn't allow bacteria to fester there. So that's why most of the time hanging meats are safe. So if you do some studying up that, because I was curious, like how come they don't get bacteria? So you'll see a lot, and they just carve it, places where they carve it off. So you're pretty safe most of the time. I wouldn't say all the time. I don't know what this is, but this was at that special place where they make food.
Yeah, it's the Taiwan place. Yeah, it's like pickled cucumber. It's salted, and it's got a little bit of sesame oil and soy sauce, so it's nice and refreshing.
Yeah, it's good. This is gross.
What is that?
That's
a
dog.
bean curd. No, it's not dog food. It's beans. It's beans. It's
actually,
like tofu.
I might like it. I'm more open to bean stuff now, but
it's tofu. That's what beans are.
No,
that's not. That's xiaolongbao.
The expensive dumplings. Yeah, you'll see things like this, and it's like, holy cow, they make croissants look like, I gotta have a croissant. So you buy, especially because it's so cheap. Lots of produce. Produce is big, especially, of course, pineapple. But produce is a huge thing there, and you can just go crazy buying produce. So I took just tons of it. And you want? Hey, I just want the fish head. Can you sell me a fish head? Oh yeah, right here. Want to buy a fish head? What do you? I don't know what you do with it. I mean, I guess you put it up in a soup and say fish head soup. But
yeah, it's pretty popular. I mean, some connoisseurs of fish, they prefer the head. They say the meat around the head it's softer, it's more tender, it's more oily. So yeah, there are fish head soups. I don't eat that fish head, but it's quite popular.
And I mean, there's different customs. Some people eat things for taste, and there's other people think you got to eat like cow testicles because it gives you virility or whatever. So they actually don't probably enjoy it, or maybe they do, but they think, no, the only reason I'm getting it because I'm too cheap to buy Viagra. So it's like, all right, you can do that. You can buy what you want. More fruit. Here you go. This is a night market food where you walk by this. It's like, okay, I don't care, you don't have to like Western, Eastern, or Northern, or Southern food. If you just see candy strawberries, you're going to buy that. It's a little too much, though. I don't think I'd want to eat that much candy strawberries.
Did you like it? You had
some,
right?
It's good. I think I tried it once. Any time they have food on that, it's like, it's like, dang.
Yeah, it's like melted sugar. And then, yep, go ahead. What's next?
Okay. All right. Pounded chicken. That's another one that.
Oh,
Pounded chicken's a weird one because I loved it the first time, and then I got it again. I was like, all right, it's sort of like you can get tired. You wouldn't be eating this every night. One like the first time it's like really good, but yeah, it's just like what it says: pounded chicken and fried, and you eat it on a stick, and it's worth trying. Definitely gotta have
huge.
it once.
It's like the size of
Yeah.
your face is how big
Yeah,
it is.
it's
And
like
it's cheap. You can buy one of those for about, I guess, $2, but you can probably feed, what, 2 people? And
yeah.
what's
I've
amazing is
actually yeah.
what's amazing, you see all this like ladies walking around, they're skinny as a rail, and they're eating this whole thing. They're just walking around with this food. I'm like, how can you eat all that and stay so skinny? That's probably the
Yeah.
only thing they ate all week.
It's a lot of food. All right. Oh, and I think I don't know if I had this or not, but it's like a lot of
Oyster
vendors are cooking.
dumpling.
Okay.
Oyster dumpling, that's what it's called. It's also another popular. It's another one of my favorite dish growing up in Taiwan. It's pretty popular. So what it is just a little pancake. You put oysters in it, and you put some vegetable, and you put a little red sweet sauce, like chili sauce, on it. Ah, it's delicious.
All right. Well, I think I might have had that. So yeah, night market situations. I always thought this was kind of cool. I didn't buy this, but a lot of I guess it's a cool.
Oh, I had it. Yeah, it's like a jelly, and it's a drink, and you suck on it, and the jelly just kind of goes through your straw. It's a little lemony. I try to make it here, but it's not quite as good as in Taiwan. But I try to make it here in the States.
Yeah, you'll see that at the night markets. And then here's what I was talking about. Like you divide the hot pot in half, so they got one half is like more spicy or spicier, really good, and helps to have like a little strainer thing that you can get your food back out.
Yeah, so the strainer, you put things like oysters, so you can cook it without losing it. There's nothing worse than putting something in your hot pot and you can't find it, and
Yeah.
someone steals it
Or
from you.
yeah, someone else. That's the other thing about hot pot. You put stuff in, and someone else may take it. Like, wow, where's my? Like, so there's a lot of stealing going on. And you I think this is the dish where you take it out of the hot
You
pot
dip
and
it
you
in.
put it in your own like customized dish to where you've made it based on stuff you like. Which if you're trying it for the
Yes.
first time, you could have no idea what that would be. So I think just have someone else make it for you and say, just make me a good one.
Yeah, just a little dipping sauce. It's a lot of garlic. It's a lot of cilantro, yellow onion, or green onion, stuff like that. So it's good. Oh,
Yeah.
that's meat.
Yeah, and this stuff cooks fast. Like they're so thinly sliced that you put it in, and like within like 10 seconds, it's ready to go for most of your stuff. So, yeah, and it gets steaming, and it's right inside. So it's on the table with you, and it's like right in front, and everyone can just kind of reach out. It's this was at that special restaurant to where, yeah, I was like, oh man, and oh, there I am. So. I don't know if I actually ate the blood pudding or not. I think I remember like pretending I was, but I don't think I might have taken a nibble and thought, no, I'm not eating this stuff. So
You didn't eat it. I mean, it's not, I guess Scots eat it, right? Bread pudding or
well, yeah, blood pudding. I mean, that's an English thing too, but no, not for me. And this is this ramen? I couldn't even tell what this.
yeah,
is.
it's ramen. So Taiwanese food has a lot. It's kind of a new thing. So Taiwan gets a lot of its influence from China and Japan. So there are like multiple restaurants around Taipei that try to make its own version of the ramen. And what you see there is it's ramen. So some of the dishes off to the side are, I think, kimchi and something Japanese. But it's a Taiwanese twist on ramen, Japanese ramen.
Yeah.
And what goes really well with ramen is Taiwan beer. So what you see on the left is a can of Taiwan beer. So this is something interesting, right? So in America, when you go to a restaurant, and not like a really fancy restaurant, but just a regular restaurant, if you go to like a Chinese restaurant, right? You cannot bring your own drinks, right? In the U.S., you have to buy the drinks from there. You can't bring your own beer and just pop it open and start drinking it in the restaurant. In Taiwan, you can go to a restaurant, sit down, order your meal, and you go, oh, gee, I really like a beer. You can walk out, go 2 streets down because there's 7-Elevens everywhere, walk into 7-Eleven, buy beer, and bring it back into the restaurant. It's perfectly acceptable in Taiwan. So, you don't have to pay a premium in Taiwan for a beer. You can just bring in something from 7-Eleven. That's pretty unique to Taiwan. And someone was explaining like there was a lawsuit that happened and government made it legal to bring outside drinks. So for those of you who don't know, that's
Well, we
something
have
that's
our
interesting.
corkage fees here, so if you want to bring your own wine somewhere, and then sometimes I think that's the way to go, because then you can have a nice bottle of wine with your dinner and not
But
have to
they
pay
charge you a small fortune for corking fee.
no, like $20, $30.
Well, yeah, but if the wine's $20, now you're paying $40 for the wine to
Yeah,
drink it
but
in the
if it's a
restaurant.
wine you've been saving and you want to drink, whatever. But I mean, you're
Well,
gonna get a better wine for the price than if you have like if you bring in a $40 wine and you want to try the same equivalent of a wine in the restaurant. Now you're paying $80, whatever, because they're gonna charge you so much per glass. But so you might as well pay the corkage. It's not like you're gonna bring in a $10 bottle of wine if you could, but. Okay. Yeah. Hot pot. Hot. All right. So, is this a Chinese pizza? What is this?
no, it's not Chinese pizza. It's a pizza that we bought from a German lady.
Oh yeah. It was Americans in Taiwan eating Italian food from a German couple. So it was four nationalities. They're international. But the point is, like, yeah, you can find not. You can if you're like missing if you live there and think, oh, I miss burgers and pizza. You can find places. It's just they're not everywhere. But especially if you're in Taipei, you'll find it. Other places would be harder. But if you're having that craving, because some people they move there, they're teachers, and like, oh, I miss burger and fries. So you kind of have to start looking for those places, and that'll be like your treat. That'll be your Christmas. So yeah,
Yeah,
it was
when we
good.
were
They
living
did a
in,
good job.
they did a good
Go ahead.
job. It was pretty good pizza. When we were living there, every once in a while we'll miss American food. So the place that we would go to get American food, we go to Gordon Biersch, which is a American franchise, but it's done really well in Taipei. So we'll go to Gordon Biersch and get a burger and fries, garlic fries. It tastes just like home,
Yeah,
right? So you're right. There are a lot of, you know, nice comfort food for Americans. The one type of food that's not very good in Taiwan is it's a Mexican food, which is kind of interesting. There's not a lot of good Mexican restaurants in Taiwan, and I think also, at least even though it's closer to India, I didn't find Indian food to be very good in Taiwan either. Things may have changed, but when we were living there 15 years ago, we couldn't find good Indian food restaurants. But American, not a problem. Europe, like Italian specifically, not a problem. Definitely, you get a lot of good Chinese food, but Mexican and Indian food was not
Mm,
great.
yeah. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, Chinese. I don't know if I have the Chinese pizza, but I remember seeing the sign. Chinese
Well, that's
pizza.
that's that's what you showed earlier. That was the scallion pancake.
Oh, that's where I got that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
use
And
the.
on the bottom, so normal price for a just a pancake is 25 NT, and that's around. I guess about what USD now. And you can add an egg for 5 extra RMB, not RMB, NT, and that makes it about like $2 and no, at $1.10.
Yeah, I
That's how much
think
that thing
is that the
costs.
30 to 1? Like I would say, take divide by 10, so move the decimal one, and then just divide by 3. So
Yeah,
if
I
you
don't
got
know
30,
what,
it's you got
what
30,
what's
it's
the exchange
easy.
rate now.
I don't know, I'd have to look it up. I mean, but if it were 30 to 1, you would just say, okay, move the decimal, so 30 becomes 3, and then a third of 3, so 1. So 30 is your $1. If it's 30 to 1. I don't know what it is right now. Um, you'll find out. Okay, so I guess nuts and
It's
peanuts,
30 to
yeah.
1 right now. Wow, it's pretty.
Hey,
It's pretty
hey, see, I know my
30
math.
to 1. Yeah, now's a good
Yeah,
time to
so
go.
divide by 10, divide by 3. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, they just look good. Lots of, oh, yeah, the cakey sweets thing. I don't think these are the egg roll things, but
No, they're not. These are
they're
more like cookies.
yeah, cookies. So there's like, is that a night market? It's a
That's a night
market.
market. Well, that's a
Okay.
wet market. So older people would go there in the morning to buy their fresh fruits, vegetables, and meat, right? So if you're walking down up and down this aisle, there'll be people selling pork. There'll be people selling beef,
Yeah.
chicken, apple, vegetables, and whatnot, right? So it's a lot of fun walking down.
Yeah, you'd be eating well. Yeah, like I said, lots of fruits and vegetables. This is mainly I wouldn't go pick up broccoli and start gnawing on it as I'm walking down the street. But if you cook there, if you live there, you would cook. Tourists probably wouldn't be cooking, but the night markets are really cool. Lots of fish. It's usually pretty busy. Foods. The smells, man, the smells are sometimes really good, sometimes really bad, and yeah, lots of food. And I think there's like I went to
That's
some
the
of these
train
places.
station.
Yeah, it's over near the metro. Oh yeah, the metro's right above it. Yeah, at a place you'll definitely get a lot of food at the metro stations. That's like dang.
So a lot of
Um,
people who live in Taiwan don't. A lot of young people they don't even cook at home, right? It's actually cheaper to eat out than it is to
yeah,
buy stuff and cook it at home. So a lot of young people will go to work on the way back and up the metro, which is subway station, and there'll be a bunch of food stalls that you just pick something up on your way home, and you just buy something, bring it home and eat it. It's a very
Yep,
popular
and
thing in
if you got
Taiwan.
leftovers, you're set. Another type of dish was really well was the it's not called hot pot. It's Japanese barbecue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tabletop barbecue.
that's where you can. So they kind of fry it in front of you. So it's not like they boil it, but they actually like fry it or cook it or. And
No,
it's
they
really good.
barbecue it right in front of you with charcoal underneath.
Yeah, yeah, it's like on your table. So they'll bring out their dishes are small, but you ain't gonna eat like 75 of them. So it's like you'll fill up. That's some pretty good stuff, and it smells really good too. Little fishies, I think. Yeah, you get to eat everything if that's your thing. So that's a place to really. And then you got to have beer, beer. I don't know why I went hot pot. I guess. Well, if you want to see the hot pot again, so one side thick, the other side thin. The thing I thought I went in chronological order. This is the kind of
You have a lot
environment.
of hot
It's
pot.
it's really and it's another. This reminds me another example of like my wallet had fallen out of my like I had it on my lap for some reason and it had fallen out and someone just across the room said, "Hey, your wallet!" I'm like, dang. So this
Yeah,
is one of
people
the
are very
safest
safe here.
countries in the world.
You can leave things out, and Leslie left. I think I forgot what she left, but she left something at a restaurant, and she came home and go, "Oh, I couldn't find it, right?" So she got back in the. I think she walked back to the restaurant, and 2 hours later they just go, "Oh, it's right here. We kept it for
Yeah.
you, right?" So it's a very safe place that people don't just like take things off your table and claim it as their own. They see something on the floor, they'll put it aside, and you'll find it later.
Yeah, I was like, YouTuber was commenting that he's like, yeah, the exception being umbrellas. It's like, I guess people just think, oh, but umbrellas belong to the community. Like everyone just, oh, it's an umbrella. And they just take your umbrella and like leave it. So it's like,
That's
he
probably
said, yeah,
true.
just, yeah, umbrellas and sometimes helmets. Like, oh, it's everyone's helmet. Yeah, helmet.
That's my helmet.
Yeah.
Hey, that's you.
Yeah, eating all the food, man. I stuffed myself there. I think I took it because I like the Coca-Cola. Like, oh, cool, traditional. So, yeah, we ate a lot of food. Okay, this is another thing that you find if you do buy the fruit. We got about 4 minutes left because my battery's gonna die anyway. You'll be deceived. It's like, oh, look at the size of that thing. You think, oh, I want to buy that. So I bought it at the night market. And I got home. I cut it open, and you know how much food was in there? It's like
Most
80%
of the thing.
seeds, and then the rind is about a half an inch, and yeah, there's like no grapefruit in there. It's like, holy cow, because you pay by the pound. I don't know if you pay by the pound or the unit, but I was like, dang, so never buy that. You won't get much food. I don't even know what that is, but pretty interesting. So lots of places where they're cooking, lots of meats.
Sausage.
Like,
That's the red bean cake you were looking at
oh,
earlier.
is it? Looks like Jack in the
It's
Box
custard. There are two
almost.
flavors. You can have it's a dessert, and you kind of clamshell it. So in the middle, you can either put red beans or you can put custard. While you're showing there's custard, but
Okay.
the other popular one's red beans.
Yeah, so there's for eating. Oh, another thing to mention is coffee is kind of big. Some places that you will find your Starbucks, but some places are really big on we like to do the best. Like Japan has pride in like doing the best, and they will have some really good coffee. So there are places to go for like your cheap coffee, or your really fancy coffee. So there were a few places
Yeah,
we
I
could
must
go.
say Taiwan was making a big push for growing coffee beans. When I was back there about 3 years ago, I gotta say Taiwanese coffee is not as good as say Thailand coffee or Vietnamese coffee. So I think Taiwan still has a long ways to go as far as like mastering the art of coffee. I have much better coffee in Thailand than I did in Taiwan.
Okay. Yeah, that would be if someone is an expert and lives there now. Say comment below and see how has it changed. Okay. Oh yeah. So if you're going down, I think it was like Shifan or whatever the kind of the city by the waterfalls, by the hills. A lot of street stall work. It's a little more touristy, but still most of your tourists are other Taiwanese people. But this is kind of like a tourist part where you're going to get the fun foods. I think it was a fried potato that's been spiralized. So that was a pretty cool thing. I think I tried it or someone else did. I
I'm
grabbed
sure
some
you
of it.
did. I'm pretty sure you bought it and go, I gotta have it. You saw it, you gotta have it.
Corn on a stick. I like corn anyway, so that's me eating corn. I thought, oh man, actually it wasn't on a stick. I thought it was, but yeah, I had to have the corn, and it was really good. The corn's really good. Another thing that I had to try is beetle nuts. We haven't talked about.
Beetle
It's
nut.
not really a
What's your
food.
recollection of beetle nut?
I don't know. I mean, you might feel a little bit of a buzz from it, but and I didn't swallow it. I think that's the grossest thing. I'm not swallowing this stuff, but it turns your mouth and gums all red, and it's a weird
You
thing.
spit
It's
out.
worth trying for fun. I mean, I would say have some fun and try it. But
Did you get a buzz out of it? I never had it.
maybe.
All my life living in Taiwan, I never had it.
Yeah, it's
Have you had it?
it's fun to try once, and just don't swallow it. It's just gross. Like I'm not swallowing this stuff. Up there's the. I got
Shave
mine
ice?
was like strawberries, so yeah. If you're gonna get something sweet, and then the place is like people are allowed to doodle on the wall, so it's like yeah, cool. If you want to go, this is Taipei, and cool place. They have so many flavors, but some of them are just weird, like peanut butter. I don't want peanut butter in my ice cream. I don't like that. Night market food. Night market food. Is that stinky tofu?
That's stinky. It looks like stinky tofu.
Yeah, and then the pounded
Big fried chicken.
lots of rice, lots of cooking in front of you. Like they'll sit. Some places it's like they sit down and like you're eating right where the chef is, and that's kind of fun. Fruits and vegetables, and everywhere you go, there's signage and marquees, so you see signs lit up, and like well here it's like I can't read it, so I'll look at the pictures, but like okay, cool. Chicken and stuffed frying. Just imagine the smells. And they got candy stores. So like these walls, like have the walls of candy. And it's like go get this bulk candy, and if you think it's cheap here, go get it there. I don't even know if I bought any. I think was I not buying candy? No, I was buying candy.
You were probably so stuffed at that time.
Yeah, little hamburger thingies, sliders. Lots of drinks, man. Yeah, you go down the street, it's like, oh, I want a fruit drink made of oranges or mango, whatever. That's something you could find. The night market, you'll be food and drinks, and then the fancy strawberries. And okay, back to the beginning. Okay, so that's the edition. This has been Food of Taiwan. I almost, when I was going through some of my photos, I thought, man, these photos of like those mountains, like the cities up in the clouds type thing, I thought could be an episode just on like the cinematography
Separate episode.
used. Yeah, I mean it was a separate one,
episode.
But if people want to see that, that would be good to. Where is my?
Put a comment in put a comment below on what you want to see. So that's Taiwan, and James and I and my family are going to where?
Vietnam.
This Christmas.
Vietnam.
Back to Nam. So that's an exciting location too. I love Southeast Asia, and I don't know if Taiwan's considered Southeast Asia, but I love Southeast Asia. So maybe we can talk about that in the future.
Yeah, it'd be fun. All right, so I think that's it for this episode of the Taiwanese food special. And if you get out there, let us know how it goes. Or if you live there and you say, hey, you got to check this out. Because I'm sure I'll be back. I like the country.
Hit that smash button. Are you stopping by Taiwan on the way back from Vietnam, right?
Yeah, but I'm just not going to leave in there. My layover's only 4 hours, so I'm not leaving there.
Bummer.
So. It'll be too bad. Yeah, it's the airport from downtown is kind of not something you just get through in like 10 minutes. It's a I guess you could take the metro. I don't know.
There is a metro now. There's a metro connecting the airport to downtown Taiwan, and the metro takes still like 30 minutes though.
Yeah, I mean, if I had like a overnight layover, I probably would, but not this time. So, yeah, it's too bad. Too bad.
Next time. All right.
That's it.
Subscribe.
Coffee, cookies. Peace out.
Click that like button.